was one of 3 young children who had to be saved from the bottom of the pool. The other 2 children were released from the hospital last Monday. It's believed they were swimming unsupervised. Colorado Springs police have not said if anyone will be charged.
Happening today, a Thornton sports bar will reopen following a deadly fight. Extra Point Sports Bar has been closed since early Saturday morning when 3 people were shot, another person was stabbed. A female employee was killed. Thornton police say it's possible the shooting and the stabbing are 2 separate incidents, but they're still trying to work that all out and confirm it. So far, they've taken 1 person into custody. Today, search and rescue crews will bring dog teams out to help search for a missing hiker in Summit County. Tyler Gorel hasn't been seen for more than a week now. His car was found parked at a Rock Creek trailhead on Friday.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, an ordinance banning people from openly carrying guns inside town-owned buildings in Erie goes before the Board of Trustees. The Boulder Daily Camera reports this is a watered-down version of a previous proposal that would have banned guns throughout Erie's open space and trail systems. At a meeting last month, a number of people called for its rejection, which led to the revision. The meeting comes as a group called End Family Fire starts a national campaign on the dangers of guns in homes. Recent reports show more than 4.5 million kids live in a home with an unlocked, loaded gun. 75% of those kids know where to find it. The group isn't pushing for people to remove guns from their homes. It just wants to highlight the importance of making sure guns are stored safely and securely.
We just want to try to prevent any family from having the same kind of pain that this has put my family through.
But Dad, you're not always here.
Now, every day, 8 children and teens are unintentionally shot by weapons found in the home.
At least 9 people have gotten sick after visiting the Arapahoe County Fair. This happened last month, and the Tri-County Health Department says it's now investigating a salmonella outbreak. So we went to the Jefferson County Fair this weekend to learn how exhibitors there work to keep you safe during the visits. Organizers say they use ag wash stations to keep the space sanitary. Then food and beverages are not allowed inside the event center during the fair to stop the spread of disease. Exhibitors and visitors are encouraged to use those hand washing stations frequently, especially after touching the animals.
With these guys, we're touching them a lot and touching other things that are super dirty. So just washing your hands to make sure that you don't spread diseases either to yourself or other people.
If you were at the Arapahoe County Fair and think you may have been exposed to salmonella last month, you can visit our website, thedenverchannel.com. There we've got a list of symptoms and how to treat the illness. Well, as we know too well, our Colorado is growing at a rate where it's hard for the city to keep up with the demand for road space. And for cyclists, it's the very reason why there's bike lanes.
Yeah, but things are so crowded that things keep getting put in the bike lanes, making it unsafe for cyclists. Denver 7's Thomas Hoppo spoke with the biking community who is trying to fix this problem with the city.
Denver is growing. The population is more than 700,000 people. And of that, about 2.1% are cyclists, which is why the city has bike lanes. But there's been a problem.
It's very easy for trucks, cars, all sorts of things to just find their way into the bike lane to block a bike rider.
It's another episode of Things in the Bike Lane. And that's the reason the cyclist community created this.
ThingsInBikeLanesDenver.com.
Let me refresh you on how this works.
Basically, anything could be in the bike lane, even a cone. And somebody could come up and take a picture and post it on the website. It's just an example, bro. Don't put things in the bike lane, dude.
Let's create a place where this can all be cataloged factually, pictorially, and present it to city public works.
It's not hard to find things in the bike lane.
When we first did this story, there were only about 200 to 300 incidents. Now there's more than 1,500 in a matter of months. Even pictures with city official cars parked in the bike lane. Now the biking community submitted all this to the city of Denver to find possible solutions, which they've come up with themselves.
So there's a design, there's enforcement, there's education. I think that if we can get some enforcement in straight away, we're going to see some immediate results. I encounter a lot of people on my bikes who are parking in bike lanes that don't even know they're parking in bike lanes.
In Denver, Thomas Hoppo, Denver 7.
Now, Bicycle Colorado and Bike Denver submitted all this data and their solutions to the City of Denver's Public Works. They're still waiting to hear back from the city. And now we want to hear from you. What does your Colorado look like? Conversation is going on right now on the Denver 7 Facebook page. You can also email us at rco@thedenverchannel.com.
It's back to school time for some students in the Cherry Creek School District. Schools on the traditional calendar open their doors today, and that includes all middle schools and 35 elementary schools. Other places also going back into session today. You can find a full list of the schools and the start dates all across the state right now on the denverchannel.com.
And today, the Thornton School District is teaming up with the Thornton Police Department to promote school safety through discipline. Restorative justice helps students take responsibility for their actions without the need for suspension or expulsions. The school is holding a free information session to give parents more details about the program. It starts at 3 this afternoon at the Thornton Police Department. Well, the Broncos are back on the field for training camp today. Most players had Sunday off, and Shane Ray took some time to help others.
Yeah, the Broncos linebacker grew up in a single-parent home, and as Denver 7 photojournalist Sarah Bingham found out, that's one of the reasons why he's helping kids get ready to go back to school.
You know, just understanding what it's like to not always have things, you know, that you need because of your situation.
I raised Shay by myself, and I know how hard it is to get school supplies, buy clothes for school, and all those type of things.
You know, she did a lot to shape me into who I am today, you know, through all my ups and downs, and, you know, she's definitely continued to help me, you know, think of great things like this to do for you know, kids and help people out.
There you go. Thank you. You are welcome. That's really kind of dear to my heart, considering I was a single parent.
That's always like built something in me that when I got older, or if I had the opportunity to do it, to help other people, less fortunate people out, you know, that's what I would do.
We got gray, black, blue.
Today we have Raise Awareness, Shane Ray's Foundation, donating 50 backpacks to kiddos who live here at the crossing.
This is my second year getting a backpack and a t-shirt.
The more involved that we get with the rescue mission, we know that there's a lot of things that these kids need.
What I notice is when you give a kid a backpack full of like cool school supplies and stuff like that, like they really appreciate it and they get excited.
And did you get a t-shirt?
Not yet.
Okay. You want to put those good vibes out into the universe so that if one day you may need someone to be kind to you.
This is going to be a huge impact for kids who have been kind of in the cycle of poverty with their families.
It makes me feel amazing because, you know, I think that too much is given, much is required.
You know, it really means a lot to me to be able to, you know, have these kids smiling. I'm just glad that, you know, I can do it for them, you know.
That's cool.
Yes.
Making an impact there. Well, hospital waiting rooms aren't exactly fun zones for kids, right?
But this week's 7Everyday Hero is helping those kids and their parents power through all that waiting. It's 4:42.
It's 4:45 now. When a baby is facing a health crisis, they become the center of attention. But this week's 7Everyday Hero has a different focus. This outstanding volunteer is all about the siblings.
Long ago, there was a greedy baboon. He lived by a pond.
Reading can transport us to far-off places, away from reality. Even if we're just outside a hospital ICU.
I think the parents of our NICU patients are mostly in a state of stress.
The NICU staff at the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children demonstrate for us the meticulous care they provide each young life in peril. Nurturing newborns back to health takes time, but waiting is not something young siblings do best.
Where's the elephant? Having the books here has been a wonderful blessing.
Lauren Huttner provides those siblings an escape.
We had Harry Potter, Stuart Little, Nancy Drew, The Avengers. We've had like the Twilight series in here, so someone must have really enjoyed that.
She donates children's books, hundreds of them, to the hospital.
When I was 12, I was looking for a mitzvah project for my bat mitzvah, and I wanted to find a way that I would directly have an impact and kind of see that impact play out.
4 years later, Lauren is still making an impact.
I get the books from my mom's office, which has a bin, and then I also go to book sales.
Every few months, she restocks the shelves in the waiting area just outside the NICU at the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children called the Robin's Nest.
Coming back and giving more books back is really important just so people have a way to escape.
I like that book.
They can keep them here or they can take them home as well and build their own libraries.
Lachlan loves reading books, so we've read practically every book in that library.
There are so many ways to escape from all
the scary stuff that's going on in the hospital.
Ever since then, zebras have black stripes, see the stripes, and baboons have red bottoms. The end.
So Denver 7 and American Financing want to make you a 7 Everyday Hero for all you do for the families here in the NICU.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
To nominate a hero in your life, go to denverchannel.com, and if you check out the community section, you'll see all our recent 7 Everyday Hero stories.
Time now is 4:48, taking a live look outside. A nice cool start to our morning, but that is going to change in just a few hours, so enjoy it now while you can. Lisa is off today. Katie, you're in for her.
Yeah, she's actually taking her kiddos back to school for their Cherry Creek first day, and today it is going to be another warm afternoon, upper 80s to around 90. We've already seen about 43 days at 90 degrees, and our average for the whole summer is 44 days. So, hey, we'll just chalk it up to another one, but mid-80s will stick around through much of the rest of the week. Fort Collins will be at 91. Aurora, you're at 88 today under a mostly sunny sky. Dry conditions, here are your headlines. Still a bit hazy as you head out further to the west was those wildfires continue to burn through California. Today we have the chance for some widely scattered storms, mainly west of the divide into our mountains, and then in and around the Denver area we'll see a chance of storms return for tomorrow. Looking at our radar and satellite this morning, skies are nice and clear. Temperatures currently in the upper 50s out at the airport into Aurora and Arvada and Lakewood, low to mid 50s. So a nice mild and seasonal start to our Monday. Temperatures today topping out in the upper 80s into Thornton. 90 degrees are expected high into Westminster. Inglewood a little bit cooler out through Centennial in the low to mid 80s, and overall these temperatures right where they should be for this time of the year. 3 o'clock this afternoon across the plains, it'll get a little bit breezy. Clouds increase into our mountains, but in the meantime we'll still see mid to upper 80s at the valley levels out west. Here's what it looks like on our futurecast hour by hour as you plan your day today. By 12:30 things are nice and clear, dry, sunny all across Colorado. 83 degrees in Denver through lunchtime, and then here come the clouds mainly along the divide and west. We'll see the chance for some high-based scattered thunderstorms. Not really looking at anything in terms of a lot of rainfall, mainly just some gusty winds up to about 30 to 40 miles per hour as those storms develop over higher elevations. Dry across the eastern plains. Now as we go throughout early tomorrow morning, a little more cloud coverage across far eastern Colorado. Still sunny, dry in Denver and west for our Tuesday, but here it comes for later on in the afternoon. 3 o'clock we'll get to see those storm chances increase up and down I-25 north into Greeley and across northeastern Colorado through tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then we'll dry out again for Wednesday. Early tomorrow morning, a pretty similar start to our day. Mainly sunny skies across the Front Range, upper 50s to low 60s up through Boulder and Broomfield, and for tomorrow, mid to upper 80s. So a couple degrees cooler for our Tuesday and our Wednesday. Here's what it looks like on our extended forecast. Chance of storms both Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon, and then we'll start to dry out Thursday and Friday. Once again, mostly sunny, upper 80s with overnight lows in the low 60s, and a good chance of storms this weekend coming, Jason, for Saturday and Sunday.
And right now, a pretty smooth ride. At least it's smoother in some areas, including I-70, as they are doing the paving, and they are starting to pick up the cones right now. I just watched them go backwards here, picking up some of the cones going back towards 32nd Youngfield, but there still are some ramp restrictions here coming from Highway 58 onto eastbound I-70. Take a look at the drive down to the south side. Still some slight restrictions as that northbound paving is not yet all done, but they are also in the process of picking up the cones. They also had some road work here around 6th and I-25. Not a big deal right now, and they also will still have 52nd Avenue closed down just a little bit off of Vasquez, and that's going to be because of a big sinkhole that opened up in the road the other day, and so they're going to do final repairs today and tomorrow, even though they had it open over the weekend. So 48th Avenue, just a touch to the south, can get you around that pretty easily here this morning.